I told y'all I was back with the consistency. Alright, we got a life pro tip request from Burner15. How to store and listen to music. I have been out of the loop for a while, a really long time, and I want to have some music, and I want to give a music listening device to my 11-year-old, who does not have a phone. I used to have tapes, then CDs, but nobody does that anymore. For a while, I had all my music on iTunes, but for many reasons, that's a hassle. What's a good setup for music listening? A portable device with headphones and music storage. Don't even trip, Burner, I got you! Alright, first and foremost, since your 11-year-old already does not have a phone, it might be wise to just go on and grab one for him, because not only is the phone an actual phone, nowadays they also do pretty much everything, including music listening. I would suggest a Android smartphone instead of an iPhone, because it's more user-friendly in my opinion, and if you ever do want to put music on it, I mean, it's literally copy and paste, so you don't have to worry about all that iTunes bull crap. I had an iPhone as well. You had to go through iTunes first and make sure everything was updated just so you could listen to your own music. So I know exactly what you're talking about when you said that iTunes is a hassle. So I guess first things first, go on and get your child just go on and give them a cheap smartphone. You can easily find something on eBay. I'm sure they have some old Samsung Galaxy phones, even like the OnePlus One, which is also what I have, and I don't use it anymore, but it's actually my music slave for my car. So if I ever want to, listen to music without pulling out my main device to listen to it, I can just hook it up to the aux cord and be happy. But I guess to answer your question, to really answer it, when you do find a music device of choice, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have to go on and either pull music from your music library from your computer, and another thing people like to do too as well is stream music, of course. I guess that's gonna be kind of tricky, because I don't know if you're wanting to get your son or daughter a phone, but if you do, which I think it's the better bargain anyway, you might as well go on and sign him or her up for like some cell phone service, obviously. That way he or she can stream music from Google Play, Pandora, things like that. And we got another life pro tip request from 2017 Wall Planner. Life pro tip request: improve speech and enunciation. Have a nicer voice. My voice, speech, and enunciation seem smooth to my ears. However, when I hear a recording of myself, I can't stop cringing. Dude, I feel the same way. I'm gonna give you a little short story after this, man. I, number 1, talk too fast. Number 2, I mix words and then stutter. 3, I have a coarse voice in recordings. People ask me to repeat myself. 5, sometimes lost for words. 6, some pronouncing don't sound nice. They are less Morgan Freeman and more Billy Bob. That's awesome. Number 7, people get bored with what I'm saying. 8, bonus, gutter mouth. Okay, so even to this day, when I record and listen to myself, especially when listening to these videos and producing them and whatnot, I'm like, oh my god, I sound so dumb. Like, I have no personality in my voice, I have no character, none of that. I sound bland, boring, I stumble over my words. I also talk somewhat fast as well, and I'm in the same boat, dude. Like, don't even trip when people ask you to repeat yourself. You just have to be more conscious of it, really. And even now, as I'm recording this, I'm already getting the feeling that I'm talking super fast right now, so people can't understand me, but I can. But anyway, I guess also what you can do, since you brought up Morgan Freeman, he actually took speech classes so he could learn to enunciate and speak, quote unquote, normally. So that's another route you can take as well if you feel like going back to college and taking a class and whatnot, or even an art school. I'm pretty sure they would do something like that as well. But what has helped me the most was repetition and obviously practice. So what I do is, Like if I have trouble saying something like a particular word, I'll literally just sit there and repeat it until it sounds the way I want it to sound. Does that kind of make sense? I hope you're nodding your head and whatnot. Yeah, just take your time, be conscious of it, speak slower, because when you speak a bit slower, it might seem normal to the next person. It might be too slow for you, but it'll sound normal in their ears. So anyway, and enunciation. I had the hardest time saying basic words. So I'll give you an example. Enunciation. I couldn't say that word like months ago. Like I would be like enunciation, like, you know what I'm saying? Like even words that I speak and use on a daily basis, I still can't say quote unquote correctly. But anyway, literally all you have to do is just be patient, talk slower, and for example, words like enunciation, just break it down. Enunciation. And move your mouth. That's what I learned. Like, I'm not an actor or anything like that, but I found that if you move your mouth and move your lips, you can make your words a whole lot more clearer if you do that. I know it sounds weird. I actually do the same thing. Like I'm like a ventriloquist or something like that. Like my mouth can remain completely still, but I can still speak. It's kind of weird. I still do it to this day, but I'm a little bit more aware of it, and I try to use my mouth when I'm talking. But anyway, I hope this helped you guys out. I'm definitely going to continue the series because I obviously love helping people. And another obvious point, this is just my opinion. There is no right or wrong answer. I'm just trying to help brothers and sisters out. And speaking of out, I'm out.